But if you close your eyes,
Hi guys, welcome back to an interesting video by Maximus. Today we're back with more Injustice Gods Among Us, and today I'll be doing the Rebirth Green Arrow Challenge, the final boss fight. So before that, of course, we're going to go through some updates as usual. So we have the Scarecrow's Mask on multiplayer. Of course, we have the Rebirth Green Arrow Challenge currently on. We have the Lex Corp set in Survivor. And today we have Breakthrough for, I forgot who because I did it already, but I know that Arrow is one of the characters, and I think it's like Arrow, Darkseid, and like somebody else. So, anyways, in the store, we still have the Rebirth Green Arrow bundle for real money. We have the Survivor pack and the Alien Invasion pack in the store, and the Gold Booster pack that you can only buy once a day somehow says over 25% off instead of that normal purple text in the middle which says 25% off. When I don't know how is it over 25% off, because it is actually only 25% off, so don't know why they changed that. I don't see any point in that, but anyways, let's get to the challenge. So I have actually left the last 3 stages undone, so we can go through 3 fights today. And in my 2.18 patch video, I did talk about the green arrow, the 3 green arrow pieces, what it could refer to. I do believe that they are talking about these items that you get, which is like his bow, like his boots and all that, but it also could refer to gear, as I said in the video. But I'm starting to think more like it isn't referring to gear, because I've not seen anywhere online talking about a new gear for Green Arrow, a new gear set or whatnot. So anyways, for the final challenge, we need to have Killer Frost on the team, which I find is pretty sad, because Killer Frost is a pretty hard character to get, and I don't think every new player will have access to Killer Frost, so it could be really hard to complete the challenge. So there is a trend in a couple of challenges lately that you need a challenge character to do the challenge, which I don't really like. So yeah, anyways, we're going to mix things up a little bit. We're going to put Rebirth Green Arrow himself inside, because he's not at maximum level, and we're going to put New 52 Superman inside. So Rebirth Green Arrow is at level 18. I'm trying to get him to level 20 so we can get his super move. If not, we're going to have to use some XP augment. So we're going to gear up Killer Frost just in case a Superman gets knocked out. So we're going to put the 4-4 gear set. And we're going to put gear up New 52 Superman. We're going to give him the League of Assassins hood, the Lex Corp chest armor, and the Prometheum longsword for a ton of basic attack. And we also have some healing special too. So let's jump right in. So first up, we're up against the Red Sun team. All our fights will be against level 40 Elite 5. So let's jump right in. And I did do a little bit of testing on Green Arrow as I was leveling him up through the challenge. And so far, because I did not use Rebirth characters with him, the tagging effects that I saw are only 2, which are Poison and Power Drain, which are pretty useful, but I have no idea what statistically how much poison it is, but it seems to be pretty good. And Power Drain is always useful, and I am also not sure how much power it drains, so we're going to have to do a little bit of testing on that later. So we're going to activate the Defender of Earth mid-combo. There we go, so it's a 3-hit special 2. Of course, I've not been using New 52 Superman a lot since this challenge, and did not really test him all too much. I did test his passive stacking, and it does take a bit of time to stack, but when it does, you do a ton of damage. So we're at 2 stacks now. We're going to block the Man of Steel, which just hurt a little bit. And we're going to get off Defender of Earth again on Superman. This should be enough to knock him out, and it does. So that was fine. Let's jump into the next fight. And looks like the final fight does have Rebirth Raven involved. So we got slower power gain. Shouldn't matter too much. So let's quickly try to take care of this fight so we can move on to the last one. But Zod is not making things easy for Superman. Darkseid is in and attacking us furiously, although he is not doing too much damage at all. So we're not in the corner, so we're going to try to block and get off a special 2, like so. Right, so the last hit will hit Arkham Origins Joker. And you easily knock him out because he has really low health, he's really squishy, so there we go. And now we're jumping into the final fight, which is against Rebirth Raven Elite 4 level 45 and Rebirth Green Arrow Boss, which is Elite 5 level 40. So the stats for Green Arrow is 54k attack and 187k health. So we have Special 2 disabled. Alright, that sucks. Chaos, which is random tag. So Green Arrow is not geared, so he'll probably just get knocked out immediately, and we might be able to see his tagging effect if it does tag into him. So let's jump into the fight. Alright, Raven is up first, so trying to hopefully take care of her before we tag out so we can focus on Green Arrow and his passive will not activate too much. We're going to get off a flying punch, try to knock out Raven. Alright, there we go. So Green Arrow is in. Our Green Arrow is in as well, and there is the poison. I really love his combo ender. If you guys saw, right now we're getting hit by it. So here it is. He spins, and I believe it's about 4 hits. So I'm gonna get off the coldest ice, slow him down a little bit. Electric Arrow does drain a little bit of power. And our Green Arrow is in again. So we're gonna drain his power this time. And he does get out of the freeze. And of course our Green Arrow is getting more or less destroyed by his Green Arrow. So we are just gonna have to use... Alright, actually, we did get stunned on tagging, so we're gonna activate Killer Frost, Coldest Ice against him. And interrupt his combo easily. So we're gonna do it again. And we're wheeling him down without the help of Superman. So let's get off the flying punch. Since he can do nothing much about it, he's too slow. And let's do it again. There we go. So Green Arrow knocked out for the victory in the final boss fight. So we're going to claim our 3rd copy of Green Arrow and his longbow. Alright, so now we're going to have to get Green Arrow to level 20 with some augmentations. So he should be somewhere, or actually his damage is so high that he is above a lot of our characters, regardless of the fact that he's a low level. So we're gonna have to put on some XP augments. Alright, so that should be enough. Alright, he's now level 20. We can unlock his super move and head over for some test fights after recharging his energy. So I'm going to put in the full Rebirth team. Alright, let's jump into a random fight for set up our team. Alright, so we're going to start by reversed level. So I'm going to put in Wally West and Jessica Cruz, who are both Elite X level 57. So we're not going to put him in the first slot because we want to see his tag in. Although we can see his tag out as well, so that may not be too bad. So we're going to gear him up. Before that, let's upgrade up his abilities. Actually, yeah, let's just do it real quickly. I already unlocked his gear slots, and I did promote him to Elite 7 the moment I got him, so I have 2 extra copies. So when I break through, then I can just promote him without paying more money. So we're going to quickly upgrade his super move and his special 2, and then we're going to gear him up. So he is pretty based on tagging in and out, so I have no idea what gear would be good on him. So yeah, we did just look at that gear, but that gear is not good on him at all because it does involve opponents tagging, and we will be tagging in and out a lot. So can't really think of any gear that I would want to use, except maybe like stun on tagging might be useful on him, but I am not too sure myself, so I guess we're just gonna give him maybe some basic attack, I guess. So let's just put in 2-piece League of Assassins and the electric chest armor. I have no idea what I'm doing with his gear set. So I think we're gonna have to think about how to gear him up, because I can't see any obvious ways to gear him up, except unless you want him to be tanky or focused on basic attacks. I did try to focus on basic attacks, but we'll be trying to test the effects, so I think I will leave the other two untouched. So you want to fight, we do want a too easy fight. I'd rather have a hard fight where we get destroyed by them, but it's easier to test his abilities, as I have said in the previous video. Alright, this looks a little bit too hard. Alright, this is the same one that we did last time. I don't want regeneration, definitely. Radiation's not good as well. Dampening fuel. Life grip. And that's not hard. Alright, let's just jump into the same fight that we had last time. So I'm going to tag in Green Arrow. So it did hit Power Drain. So I believe the only two effects you can get from tagging in is indeed Power Drain, as well as alright. Before that, let's check out the Trap Arrow, which did not do anything yet. It's glowing red, and I do believe there are 3 different colors. So I do believe it, when he tags in, you can get Power Drain and Poison. So we got Power Drain. So let's activate Special 2, which is Rapid Swipe followed by Aiming, like so. Alright, so we get destroyed by Sinestro. Alright, so once again, we're going to quit the fight. Go back in. And let's tag in. So we still have yet to know exactly what triggers his arrows. And I think just now that it might have been triggered, because the only other gear that I have is Jessica Cruz Gauntlets of Azrael, which did not do anything. So now we have a blue arrow. It looks like it could be a freeze arrow if it is actually activated, which it is not. So there it goes. Let's tag him back in. Oh, we got an explosion. So it looks like there is a third effect other than Poison and Power Drain, which is like the explosive arrow that the first Green Arrow has. So there is a third effect. Alright, so we did get a Power Drain. That's from the Lex Corps, not Lex Corps, the League of Assassins set, actually. So that's not exactly from his passive, but the League of Assassins set did seem to be pretty useful on Green Arrow Silver, because it does actually synchronize with his passive a lot, and we still have yet to see how the Trap Arrow triggers and more. So let's quit the fight again. So we still have not seen exactly what the Trap Arrow, how it triggers and what kind of effects it does, but we do know that there are a few different effects. As we've seen a red and a blue one so far, and I'm pretty sure that's an indicator to tell you what type of Trap Arrow that is. So we're going to actually go into an easier fight over here, because he's getting knocked out a little bit too fast. Alright, so we did get a poison off. And it does 666 damage, and we will see exactly how much that is. So we're going to activate Special 1 and Power Drain, like so. So we're going to tag out, and looks like her tagging out does not trigger the Trap Arrow, so it's not tag out. Could still be block, activating specials, or basic attacks. But I'm pretty sure it's not basic attacks, because we have taken a lot of basic attacks and none of them triggered anything. So bullet time is active. We're going to block the lightning kick. We're going to tag out. And there is another Trap Arrow. And ooh, I think tag out might be the trigger. I did see an explosion, so maybe tag out is the trigger. So tag out might be one of the triggers. We did get a poison off, so I'm going to try to get some of her health back. Like so. Did believe that the flash did take some damage. Let's get another trap arrow off. So let's see. Right, so it looks like the special did not trigger the trap arrow, so maybe different arrows have different triggers. That is possible as well. Alright, so there we have the explosion arrow while tagging in. So 3 effects that we've seen so far on tagging: the explosion, poison, and power drain, all of which are pretty useful. I'd say the explosion is the least useful. So here we have the red trap arrow again, so this one should not be activating on special, as we've seen previously. Alright, but it is pretty complicated, I would say. Pretty hard to figure out exactly what is going on. So we're going to recharge the whole team, maybe go for another 3 test fights, and we'll see if we can figure anything out. Alright, so we're going to tag him in. Power Drain, that is his heavy combo, which I don't like Green Arrow's heavy combo actually, so I'll be using the light combo a lot more. Whoa, Aquaman is doing a ton of damage against us. We don't want to take a special one from him. Alright, so we're gonna drain. I'm gonna tag out to the Flash. Looks like this could be a poison arrow or something because it's glowing green, but it is gone. Alright, so we're gonna tag him back in. Explosion arrow. We're just going to focus on tagging him out so we can try to see what the trap arrow does. Alright, so blue one could be a freeze if we can actually trigger. Special denied. Whoa, that's pretty cool. So it looks like the blue one denies a special. That's really, really cool. Well, I love that effect. That was so cool. So it looks like Green Arrow could be really good, but however, my original point still stands, in which is that it's unreliable because you get a random effect and you may not get the effect you want. So we're gonna tag out to a blue arrow. Let's see if it will trigger. Okay, so we did knock her out. Ooh, and that hurts. It's gonna tag into Green Arrow again. Green Arrow tags out. Cyborg did regenerate a little bit of health already. We're going to tag it to Jessica Cruz. And we got a blue arrow again. Let's see. Alright. So blue arrow special denied again. So it looks like blue arrow is special denial, I guess. So we're going to tag into Green Arrow again. And we're going to get off the bullseye, in spite of the fact that Barrier Reef is active. Alright, we're gonna need to tag out. Alright, so there we go. Green Arrow is still there. So it looks like the only one that triggers on special is the blue arrow, which will deny a special. I'm guessing that I believe the red one triggers on tag out. So we're not gonna put Green Arrow in the first position so that we can get his trap arrow to activate immediately. Alright, we're going to tag into the Flash. Alright, so this is the blue arrow, so that should be triggering on special, which did not happen because the arrow wore off before the special even. Alright, so there's a little bit of a glitch there, which I cannot do basic attacks, so that's really weird. Okay, I can't do basic attacks, that's really weird. Alright, let's tag out to a red arrow. Special should not trigger it. It wouldn't matter because it's got anyway. Event Horizon just hit blocked. So alright, we got the power drain off. And now our basic attack is working again. That was really weird. So now we're gonna get the bullseye. Imagine that happened on multiplayer. So it does have a different animation. Right, basic attack definitely does not trigger any one of his arrows. I believe that there are 3, green, blue, and red. Red should be triggering on tag out. I believe green we don't know what triggers it, but we know that our blue does trigger on special deny, on special activation to deny them a special. So yeah, it is really complicated, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what the arrows does. And looks like we are making a little bit of progress. So anyways, green arrow is done. So let's get into our final test fight. Hopefully you can figure out what the other arrows do. So there's the blue arrow again, which will not see the effects. But the trap arrows last for way too short, as you guys can see. Most of the time it does not do much. Twilight's End does trigger. Tagging out to the flash. So there is the green arrow, which still we don't know what it does and we don't know how it triggers. Then flash special 2 again. I wonder if it could possibly trigger a knockout, although I doubt it. We're gonna get in green arrow who power drains. Power drains for at least more than a bar. Definitely, because the flash is at like 1 1/3 bar. So we're gonna tag out. We got a red arrow, which I believe does activate on tag out. So we're gonna get out the bullseye again. Gotta heal up a little bit. Oh no. Special 1 blocked. Right, here's the green arrow again, which does not activate on specials, definitely. I don't think it activates on tag out, and it's gone. So I still cannot figure out what causes it to activate. There's a power drain. Tagging in and out for green arrow is really good. Right, blue arrow should be special denial. She does tag out though, so didn't do anything. Lightning kick blocked. Green arrow gonna come back in. Get off the bullseye again. We're gonna knock out the flash. Hot girl is in. I'm gonna tag into Jessica Cruz this time. And green arrow again. So still have not figured out what the green arrow does, and we're not exactly fully sure of what the red arrow does. Although I'm pretty sure it does damage on tag out. Mace charge blocked again. There's the red arrow, which should not be triggering at all because she has no one to tag out to. So, but the duration of 5 seconds is a little bit too short, in my opinion. Don't really think it does that much because most of the times the effect does not activate, so it is really an unreliable character. We got a blue one, special denied. There we go. So I'm pretty sure the blue one denies special, but we're still not fully sure of the red, and we have no idea what the green does at all. So let's just knock out Hot Girl. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and goodbye.